Questions, if I could. It's been a while. The U.S. vetoed multiple UN Security Council resolutions for ceasefire over the last several months, of course, but finally drafted one itself, which claimed that Israel had accepted the ceasefire. You say that they did. Other people don't see it that way. My question is about the timing. It came just after the latest orders from the International Court of Justice. On May 24th, they ordered Israel to not invade Rafah. And they stipulated that the invasion had, in fact, started on May 7th. Was that the actual purpose of the U.S. backing that resolution at that time in order to forestall the UN Security Council doing its normal job of instituting the Security Council,
No, it was not.
the ICJ orders?
No, it was not. Our purpose in backing that resolution is we saw Israel put forward a proposal that we thought offered a real chance for not only a ceasefire, but an enduring end to the conflict that would return the hostages home to be reunited with their families, that would alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people, that would set the conditions potentially for lasting peace. And we thought it was important that the entire world rally around that proposal, and that's why we put that resolution forward.
You talk about the hostages. Israel has a Hannibal Directive in which it has orders in place to kill at least its own soldiers, lest they fall into the hands of Palestinian groups. And there's substantial reporting that in fact, was utilized on October 7th, not just against Israeli soldiers, but against civilians. Are we not now in a situation where Israel may be using the Hannibal Directive, not just on Israelis, civilians and military, but on U.S. citizens and other foreign nationals?
So I am not familiar in any way with either that supposed directive or those reports. And so
you've never heard of the Hannibal?
Certainly would not want to comment on it.
You've never heard of the Hannibal
Sean,
Directive?
I thought you wanted to go out of the region.
Sure. Julian Assange.
I wanted to take a step back for a second, if I could, and just go over, over the past 9 months, folks in this room have repeatedly raised potential war crimes and crimes against humanity committed by Israel in Gaza. That has included repeated mass casualty events that have resulted from strikes, sexual abuse in detention, allegations thereof, and as well as malicious destruction of civilian property. In many of these cases, you've called on Israel to investigate itself. Generally speaking, are you satisfied with how your ally has responded to these appeals?
So I'm going to say that they have a number of open investigations into potential war crimes. I don't want to pass judgment on how those investigations have been conducted until they have concluded, and there are a number of them that are ongoing. I will say, though, separate and apart from what Israel is doing, the United States is undertaking its own reviews of potential war crimes in this conflict, and those reviews are ongoing, and that's separate from anything that Israel is doing.